Hey, Steve from Flowmaster. Today I'm happy to introduce our new Delta Force cold air intake for the 2005 to 2009 Ford Mustang equipped with a 4.0 liter V6 motor. But please check our website for more details on the different makes, models, and years this will fit. Now this new Delta Force cold air intake has a black powder coated heat shield, reinforced silicone couplers, all stainless steel hardware, anodized fitting, and all systems feature an ultra trick looking durable cross-linked polyethylene intake tube with a nice Flowmaster logo right in the center. Along with the large high flow conical shaped filter, it's an 8-layer cotton gauze air filter, ensuring that it will trap more dust and dirt particles than your typical 6-layer filter. Now this is 100% direct bolt onto the vehicle, and it's backed up by a lifetime limited warranty, protecting your investment and giving you peace of mind. Now, the tools for the job are basic hand tools, can be found in most common toolboxes with no specialty tools required. All Flowmaster products are dyno tuned during the development phases for maximum power gains and efficiency. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going to get this installed in this Ford Mustang here. Okay, we're in the shop today. We have a 2005 Ford Mustang equipped with a 4.0 liter V6 motor. Now we're going to get this old stock airbox assembly off and put on the new Delta Force cold air intake. So let's get started. Okay, first we're going to go ahead and disconnect the sensor, loosen up the clamp of the throttle body. We're going to remove this one bolt right here that's holding down the stock airbox. We're going to disconnect this plastic line right here, and then also we're going to disconnect it back here and remove this whole breather line, and they'll take the airbox assembly and pull it out as one unit. Okay, first we're going to go ahead and disconnect the sensor. There's a red locking tab right here. Pull up on it. Now we're going to go ahead and squeeze the sensor. It just unplugs. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and loosen up the clamp here at the throttle body. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the breather hose at the intake tube. Got this green little spring tab here. Just going to spring it over. Go ahead and disconnect it. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and disconnect the other end of this, which is back behind the coil pack here. Now we're going to go ahead and it's got a little spring tab. Just got to spring the tab over and then disconnect it. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and remove the bolt that's holding down the airbox to the stock inner fender well. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and pull the stock airbox assembly off as one unit. Okay, we got this old stock airbox assembly out of the vehicle. We're ready to go ahead and start building the new Delta Force cold air intake. We are going to reuse the sensor here on the stock airbox. So we'll go ahead and pull this off. Okay, we got our Delta Force cold air intake laid on the table. We're first going to start off with the new heat shield here. We're going to go ahead and put the air filter adapter on. And this goes on the inside of the heat shield. And here on the back side, we're going to line up the 3 holes. And then with the supplied hardware, we're going to go ahead and bolt this down. And this is an Allen bolt with a lock washer and a flat washer. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put on the heat shield gasket. This may come in excess length, so you may need to trim it to fit your heat shield. So we're going to go ahead and start down below here in the bottom. And we're just going to work our way all the way around. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put on one of the mounting brackets. This is going to go on the inside of the heat shield. And then we're going to go ahead and take the supplied hardware, put the bolt through the bracket, and then on the back side here, we're going to go ahead and put on a flat washer, a lock washer, and a nut. Now we're going to go ahead and just snug this down. You want to leave it loose so you allow for some adjustment once it's in the vehicle. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put on the other mounting bracket. This is going on the outside of the heat shield. And we're going to go ahead and put the bolt through the bracket. And on the inside here, we're going to go ahead and put on the flat washer, the lock washer, and then a nut. Again, we're going to leave this loose to allow for some adjustment. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put some parts on the intake tube. First, we're going to start off by installing the sensor. We're going to take that factory sensor, and we're going to pull off the old gasket. It just peels right off. And now in the kit, there's a new supplied gasket. We're just going to go ahead and slide this on. And also in the kit, there's new hardware. So we'll go ahead and put the 2 screws in. You want to make sure you tighten down the screws evenly so you get a proper seal. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and install the anodized fitting. It's going to go right here in this elbow. Now you want to make sure you put some Teflon tape on your threads. Okay. Next we're going to go ahead and put on the reinforced silicone couplers. We're going to go ahead and start off with this one here. Let's get the hump in the center. We're going to slide it on the heat shield side here. And we're just going to go ahead and just snug up the clamp only. You want to allow for some adjustment once it's in the vehicle. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and put the other reinforced silicone coupler on. This is going to go on the throttle body side. This is right next to this anodized fitting. Now this coupler here has a bigger diameter on one end and a smaller. The bigger diameter is going to go onto the intake tube. And again, we're just going to go ahead and snug up the clamp. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and attach the new intake tube to the heat shield. We're going to go ahead and put this on the air filter adapter side. And again, we're going to go ahead and just snug up the clamp, but leave it loose for some adjustment. Okay. Okay, next we're ready to go ahead and install this in the vehicle, but first we need to go ahead and remove one bolt. This is going to be one of the mounting points, and that's going to be for this bracket right here. So let's go ahead and remove that one bolt in the vehicle. Now this one bolt we're going to remove, this is the fan shroud to the core support. We're going to go ahead and remove this bolt. This is going to be one of the mounting points for that new heat shield. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put this in. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and bolt down the bracket to the vehicle. We're going to reuse that factory bolt. Okay, we're going to leave this loose until we get the other bracket bolted down. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and tighten down this other bracket to the radiator support. We're going to replace that fan shroud bolt and with the new supplied bolt that comes in the kit. All right. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and tighten down the bracket to the heat shield. Again, we left it loose because we won't allow for some adjustment. Okay, now we'll go ahead and final tighten up this bracket. And now tighten up the bracket to the heat shield. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and tighten down the intake tube to the couplers. But first we're going to go ahead and take this coupler. We're going to push it all the way up against the stop here on the throttle body. Now we'll go ahead and tighten it down. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and tighten down this coupler to the heat shield. First we're going to go ahead and push it up. Make sure it is all the way up against the heat shield. And now we're going to go ahead and tighten down the clamp. Now we can go ahead and tighten down the clamp to the intake tube here. And then we'll tighten down the intake tube throttle body side here. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and put on the new breather hose. Now this may come in excess length, so you may need to trim it to fit your vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and attach one end right here in the back of the valve cover, right behind the coil pack. Now we're going to go ahead and put it underneath spark plug wire. Now at this side here on the anodized fitting, we're going to go ahead and put the supplied hose clamp on. Now we'll go ahead and slide it on. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and reconnect the sensor. We're going to push until you hear it click. And now we're going to go ahead and push down the red locking tab. Next, we're going to go ahead and put on the new air filter. Okay. Okay, that concludes our installation here on the new Delta Force cold air intake for the 2005 to 2009 Ford Mustangs equipped with a 4.0 liter V6 motor. Now, the installation of this was real easy. Only took about 30 to 40 minutes. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and see you on the highway. Be sure to subscribe to our Flowmaster YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.